Today, I'm going to show you how you can still do good in the solo victory cash cup finals, but with only gray guns. I played the entire game using nothing but gray weapons to prove that skill and strategy can overcome any loadout. Now let's get straight into the game. All right, this game number 2, I'm going to pick my spot right now. I'm going to play this game with all gray guns. This might be very difficult. We're going to see how this goes. All gray guns, okay? Boom. Grand Glacier, okay. So we're landing Grand Glacier. All I can pick up is gray guns. So the wheel said we have to land Grand Glacier. In this game, the caveat is we can only use gray weapons. So gray AR. I don't think there's gray AUGs. Maybe there is. Are there gray AUGs? I don't know if there are. Gray AR, gray striker, a gray pistol, a gray SMG. Like, doesn't matter what it is. Gray shotgun, gray gatekeeper. We have to use only gray guns. So the challenge really is that you're landing somewhere shambles, or like what I'm doing, you're landing somewhere that you've never landed before. I've never landed a game at Grand Glacier. And you're getting really bad loot. How do you play off of bad loot? That's what I'm going to show you this game. No matter the loot you have, here we are. Boom. Never dropped a Grand Glacier in my life, never in a tournament. But it's pretty simple. You line up yourself. I probably could have jumped here. Like if you look at the path, right? Probably could have jumped here. Or maybe there. But I jumped what, there? So it's like the guy that might have the best drop might have like a 3-second advantage. And I've talked about this a ton, but this is really the process of dropping in Fortnite. Like you got to know, like here I'm gonna have to pull my glider. Obviously it's really far. But knowing if you got outdropped before you're even like, before I even landed, before I'm even 10 seconds from landing, like here, knowing that there could be a guy that could outdrop me by 3 seconds, which means that his drop, you know, obviously he can land 3 seconds before me. That could mean he lands here while I'm still flying, or he lands up here while I'm still dropping in. He gets a gun at least 3 seconds before me, or he could. Right? My drop is really short. That's not too good. So that's something to note too, right? Drop's really short. I think we might be unconned. Nope, we are conned. A couple guys behind us. So my plan right now is to get a gun here and get some mats and be able to defend myself. The problem is I can't pick up anything colored. So I gotta get this gray pump here. Okay, and I gotta understand that he's gonna have a top-down angle the entire time. So what I'm gonna do because of that is I'm gonna keep these bushes alive. And I'm just gonna slowly loot. So by the sounds of it, audio cues, and I don't know the spot like the back of my hand, but I mean, I know the spot because it's in the game. It sounds like there's 2 people here, and yeah, obviously I see the visuals to confirm that. There's a guy on this side. And then there's me. Reload and spray. Boom. Alright. To break that fight down a little bit, obviously that first fight was just chasing the guy. He had an aim duel. That's all that was. That fight right there, all I'm doing is timing my edit. It could have been this edit. It could have been this edit. I'm timing my edit, and really this one wasn't the best one. I probably could have like moved a little bit here and done this and shot him like right there. But I'm timing the edit based off of where he is. So if he's here, right, and I see him start to fade left, then I'm going to edit this, wait for him to fade into it, because it's going to catch him, right? And hit his little arm, boom, 60, whatever the damage is. And that was it. That was as easy as it is. So now we have an uncon, which is great. And now it's just get your loot up, right? Maximize your loot. Zone, we pulled good zone. And we do get a gray AUG, nice, okay. I have no idea how to loot this spot. Not a single clue. But I kind of already have the guns I need. Like, I don't really need any other guns. I'm kind of looking for heals at this point. If I can get, like, extra armored walls and... What else do I need? Some splashes? That'd be nice. Boom. Armored walls. That scar looks nice. Looks nice. All right, I'm gonna run this for now. All right, now I'm gonna run this. Okay, perfect. 2 med kits. Give us something. Give us some type of whites. Hey, Bagsy. What's up, buddy? Of course I see you, buddy. Hey. Hey there, bud. Oh my, yeah. Here, I'm just trying to make my mats more rounded. That's my goal, right? I want to have like 2-2-2 instead of 1-1-0 or 3-3-0. Like, just even though it's not the greatest metal, and I could probably farm something better, just make myself a little bit more well-rounded, and I'll be good. Gray loot only? Yeah, this game we're doing gray loot only. Alright. So our loot is pretty much covered. I mean, I don't know what else I would need. Really, I think I have everything that I would want in this game. Now, because I have weird loot, like, I don't have to have crazy positioning. It is kind of a dead game. But I think that's got to be a focus of mine, this game, just because of the loot I have. I want to make sure I have an easy time playing, not a stressful time having to fight it out on edge. I'm going to run to this gas station. There's a medallion coming. I'm going to actually not run to the gas station. Okay, medallion's going into reckless. I'm going to just cut back and go around here. Tap my fizz, get away from this guy. This is Siphon Medallion, so that's Mythic Deagle, that's purple pumps, like, that guy's got it. He's got it. And then, as for my white HP, right, I'm still trying to think about how I get that up. There's a POI here, there's going to be bandages, there's going to be, most importantly, on closest to me, and the most, like, chill or least stressed, or I guess least pressured spot is going to be noms boxes. Like, I'm not going to have to go run in the open, dig through a chest, when I can just come in here, drop down, grab a noms box. Not in here, but in the other buildings. Also, we're going to switch to the gatekeeper. I want to run that instead. Here we go. Right? I don't have to be in the open looking for bandages, running around on nothing. I can just get noms boxes. We're going to run this and this because I don't see a point in running a great pump, really. Boom. Save our medkit. Pick up his ammo. Every bit of ammo matters. Easy. Hey, Destin. What's up, dude? Okay. So the medallion ran past me, right? I can use some context clues here. This isn't like the most needed thing to think about here, but it's just a little thought that I want to plop in your guys' head. Right? So medallion moved past me, okay? He moved past me pretty quick. Like, he didn't get stuck. He wasn't waiting. He was like a little bit on the edge when I first saw him, but for the most part, he moved quick. So that tells me one thing that I can assume, and it may not be entirely true because it is, at the end of the day, it's Fortnite and things change quickly. But this whole POI might be pretty empty, or at least this side, right? He moved like here, and then he's also kind of showing me my next rotate. Without me having to see it, I'm seeing ahead of what he's doing and how easy it is for him, right? And we're seeing it to be true. There's really no one here. There's old build fight there, right? And I'm watching his path, like, one, to stay out of his way, but two, to kind of, again, to see what he's doing and how how fast he's moving through it. So now we're cap mats, pop our fizz. All right, boom. Medallion's kind of stopping there, right? We can use that as a clue. That's him. He's backing up. We're gonna drop down. All right, and now we're gonna see where he goes. He's gonna go back in. So just like we saw from here, we saw it be true there, right? There was a guy in front of him. Now he's going backwards. He's getting chased or whatever's happening. All right, so I'm not gonna go that way. Just because the medallion is now leaving it doesn't mean I'm gonna take that guy's spot and get caught in that mess. Also, in general, just like a simple base note, like a base note. That's a Great way to put it. A simple, just general thought is, instead of going towards the center of the map like that guy was doing, I'm just gonna go to dead side. You know, take this hill, play away from players. Like, there's less players right here in this range than there is in this range. And that's just dead side. Like, that's just explaining it. And look at this. There's less players here. There's literally nobody. Clear the bush. All right. Now, another great thing in this zone is there's green water. So I'm just going to keep tapping my fizz. Even though technically it's my big pot, I'm going to just hope that I find another one, or that I just need to only use this. Also, I know, like, again, I could be saving my fizz, but it's all about doing things quick. And the game is dead, too. I'll add that, too. The game is dead. But if I can get a second, 30 seconds ahead of a certain player that's trying to run the same direction because I'm using fizz and he's not, then that's a free rotate. So now I'm able to get into the center zone, avoid the Medine, which is on the bunker. And honestly, I'm going to grab these dashes and go sit in this bush. Another thing I like to always do is whenever I'm getting into a bush, well, number one, you should clear the bush always. That's huge. But secondly, is when you're shooting the bush, understand that, of course, other players can hear you shooting the bush, right? That should be common knowledge. If you shoot, they hear you shoot. So because of that, you always check around you. Like, if I'm shooting this bush here, I'm checking here, all the way here. Like, who sees me get in this bush? Looks like nobody, so now I can just sit quietly and understand that my advantage is perfect. Now, this guy has no idea. I can fry him when he comes across or whatever. There's a guy there, I think I just saw. Oh, there he is. Positioning wise, right? I don't want to go too center because there's no bushes for me to sit in. So I can just sit right here, right now. Like, right? I'm thinking about, okay, if I go up here, what am I going to do? Base and brick right there? What am I going to sit under the bridge? Am I going to sit in that building over there? Am I going to sit in a tree? Like, what is the plan? Like, what is the reason for me to go in deeper? I got the skulls. I'm in good positioning. And of course, I pulled the zone. So, like, if the zone pulled all the way down south, then yeah, I would have gone straight up the river here, hit the pad, gone there, boom, 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 do whatever I needed to do, and played my game. But I actually pulled a good zone, so I'm going to continue to sit in the bush, and we're going to play it out. Easy. I feel like people don't know what dead side is. It's kind of wild, because you'd be surprised the amount of people that I've coached or seen, like, just play, and it just doesn't I don't understand it. Like, for example, who was I coaching, man? I think I was coaching, like, I Am Enough or Solidify, and, like, those guys are great players. Like, they have a base understanding. They know when the tournaments start. They know the format. They know how they want to play. They have the style. They know to be, like, they get, like, the tournament system, and they understand. They have a base of the game. They target a line, up, down, layer change based off of what's happening. They have an understanding of competitive Fortnite, and they're doing somewhat well because of that. But there's so many times where they just don't understand dead side. It's kind of wild. It's definitely wild. But then they do use it sometimes, so that I think they just lack the consistency of it, and that's really the issue in Fortnite in a whole. Is for a lot of you guys lack the consistency in, like, the most minor things, and that's for honestly every player. Like, I might lack the consistency to maintain a solid peak every time I peak. That's literally what it is. If I make a bad peak, it's because I'm lacking the consistency of making the right peak. Like, I know the peaks I should make there, but I'm, like, getting flustered or panicking in the moment and making a bad peak. How's it going, Clem? All right. So 26 seconds on the zone. All I'm going to do here is I'm going to save my fizz just because I've been using it a little bit, but I'm probably going to end up, if it's a max pull, I'm going to pop my fizz and go. Actually, no, there's no need. There's Grim Water. No matter what it is, I'm just gonna either sit and stay or pop my fizz, or just dash and get to the pad, dash, get to the rifts, and get ready to play the pulls after that. I feel like I'll pull zone though. Perfect. So we pulled. Easy. Alright, this guy just died to W key only. So if I see that guy fighting again, taking a little context clue. Or if I need loot, I know there's loot there. It looks like he's gonna leave it. He might actually come right towards me. I doubt it though. Yeah. I mean, the path to more kills is this way, not this way. So this guy's gonna get fought right here. Here we go. We're gonna watch it happen live. Maybe not. Oh, he took a fight with that guy. Oh, there's that guy. Here might be a kill for me. Did this guy like box up below me or? He's gonna come up. I'm gonna shoot him. So what is that, 70? Alright. All we had to do there was fry him and jump in. We had him hit 70 on the hip fire on the way down. I hit him again. Now we're gonna just come down here, connect, make sure we're well and connected so nobody just comes to shoot us out for no reason. And that's it. Replace all this in brick. Boom. You're so ass. Oh, he's in the chat. What's up, dude? You died to somebody who's playing with all gray guns. I want to let that be known. Let that be known that you died to somebody that is playing with all gray guns. Doing a challenge. Just letting you know that. Congratulations. That might be a first. That might be a first. Okay. Alright, so medkits, fizz, splashes. Obviously, these are the best heals we can take. Hi, Lauren. Hi, Cody. Alright. Now zone. Here. I'm gonna go down and get my feet wet here. Alright. This zone's tricky, right? I think the best play for me here is honestly to build in here and just play it out. Whatever happens, happens. 134 and 250. I have a lot of mats to play with here. 134. Get this rock. Make sure this guy doesn't go on my base. I just need to keep an eye on him, right? While I'm running back to these mats. The last thing that can happen to me is somebody chopping in my base. Because it is a snail tarp. So he could be doing that. I'm going to just pump out, reset. I'm actually trying to work my way from the outside in. There we go. Okay. Alright, boom. Easy. Alright, so we're on the edge map. Obviously, there's medallions over here, right? This could be a coincidence or it could be the zone pull. We'll see what happens, but either way, I'm going to instantly go. Like, I'm above this guy. It's 5 seconds on the fizz. I'm going to tap it and try to get out of here instantly. Alright, boom. I'm going to get away from that guy because he dashed twice. Into the bush with somebody else looking the other direction. I'm going to tap my fizz. Pop my splash and keep going. I am going to try to save my dash here. Tap my fizz again. Look around me. Looks pretty safe. I can get some refarm. So I did burn some mats there, so get those back quickly. Tap my fizz again. Splash once, so I'm healthier. Don't know what this guy's doing. Don't really care to mess with him. I know I always say don't build in metal, but just because I just fought that guy, I'm gonna build in metal. Okay. So all that was right there was situational awareness and fizz management. Those two things. Right? I was aware that the guy dashed when I went. Even though I was ahead of him, he caught up to me, so he could be on the same level as me dashing through the sky. So I had to use dashes. And then I had to use wood because the guy was in the bush. And fizz management, I popped my fizz, kept it going, even got some refarm in, kept my wood back up. So all in all, even though I got fought, even though the zone pulled max, I was still able to get off the edge of the zone here, into deeper, and still have my mats up. Still have really, really good mats. So now same thing. I have a skull again, so I can use it again. Early here in the rotate. That guy just fought. I know this is a dead game, but this I feel like is a lot of your guys' games. I feel like these are most... I mean, this is 50 points in the first 30 minutes. Alright, pop my fizz here. I am scanned, so I gotta know that. Just in case. Dash here. Okay, and I gotta know, this guy right above me just fought. Right? Alright, boom. Okay. I want to pop a med kit because there is no heal off this game. 14 players alive, there's going to be no heal off. Then I'm going to splash, that way I maximize my shield because I don't have a lot. This guy just died to Polis is back. He's going to armor me off. I'm going to dig for extra loot here because I know someone fought here. Obviously I can't upgrade my guns, but... anything extra, right? There's minis there I could take. I'm gonna leave minis. I don't think it's worth it. There's some wood. Perfect. Hooah, hooah. Alright. Boom. Uh-oh. He went all the way up. Okay. Alright, so how do you play a 10-player moving? I know it's not a lot of players, but there is a skill to it. In some sense, right? Like, you gotta be kind of smart here. So, like, this guy's obviously gonna shoot at me. Somehow to block my back there. It's really just about making sure that you're not the one that gets picked. Which I maybe just be cursing myself here. But making sure that you're not the one to get picked. 7 players up. I'm going to tap my fizz again, try to get as healthy as I can. And I have 2 medkits, so I don't need to greed anything necessarily. Okay, because I'm scanned, I have to box up. Alright. Height is probably the scanner. Like, that would make the most sense. Got that. Overbuild for the body. Alright. Get some more mats, some more loot. Freshen up. Boom. Fresh armored walls. Alright, so I wasn't the one picked there on that first moving. Now we're going to tap fizz again. Keep watching the kill feed, because we want to try to figure out who is who. It doesn't really help necessarily in the fight, but it could help, like... I mean, that's Mythic All Gun height, right? I think. So he's going to go. I'm going to drop him. I'm going to fry him when he drops. Okay, he did not. He dashed. So, scanner is mid-ground. I'm not going to take height. And I'm not going to show this guy I'm taking height for a little bit. I want this guy to make sure that he focuses on everyone else, not me. So here, all this is, really, is just riding it out until you can take a third party. It's like a mid-game fight. Like, you can't be the first one to fight here, right? There's too much space. You can't be the one to fight.
Unless they're on your lair, and he has a sovereign. Wow. And he smacks me like a I don't even know what. Like a truck. Alright, so he died. Alright, now this guy's spraying up because he stole the height guy, so they're gonna beef. All I'm gonna do is pop my fizz. I do need a mat refresh or something. Or grab this tree. Because mats are more important than my white HP. Because I have more time to heal than I have for... Like, I need the mats right there, right? Pop my fizz here. They're gonna keep beefing. They're chopping each other out. I'm gonna pop another med kit. Let them fight. Again, it's kind of the same situation. And he drops down because I was uncrouched. That's all it was, right? Let them fight. Third party to fight. Boom. This guy looks like he's in the zone. Other guys below him. No mats. 1v1. Boom. Done. That's the game. All right. That was with great guns. All we did was play regular Fortnite. We sat in a bush. We played positioning. Now within 2 games, we're at 94 points. And we've done nothing that we've normally done in any other tournament. This is like a completely different tournament than what I've ever played before. I've never landed at a different spot the day of the tournament. I've never played with only great guns. I've never played at a different spot entirely. We're going to keep doing challenges, and hopefully in these later games we get into more stacked lobbies and can actually go through more details. Thank you guys so much for watching, and don't forget I host a Tuesday thesis every single Tuesday at 2 p.m. CST. So get your gameplay watched, get your questions answered, and I'll see you there.